Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel, Steps to Wellness. Now, just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional, holistic and spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling, mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. And I also offer astrology birth charts. Just check out the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there, guys, and let's see what messages the cards have for you, for both you and your person's love journey thus far. And let's see what messages the cards have for you about your person. Okay, alright, so let's go. Let's do this. Okay, so you were coming in with the now. Alright, guys, so you're coming in with the Empress card here. The Empress card is associated to both Taurus and Libra, because they are both ruled by Venus here, okay? Now, Taurus rules your second house here, guys, of material possessions. Your home here can also be seen as beauty in a sense here, guys. Here, fashion here, okay? Alright, so I'm just going to carry on here, guys. And then you're coming in with Libra. Libra rules your 7th house of partnerships here, guys. Building partnerships here. Okay, right. I'm going to talk more to that. And you were also coming in with the Judgment card here, guys. And so the Judgment card is actually, well, it's associated to Virgo here, guys. Alright, Virgo is ruled by Mercury here, and it rules your sixth house of health and well-being here, guys, and work. Alright, so I'm going to keep going here. When you're coming in with the now, alright, guys. So what it talks about there, when you're coming in with the Judgment card, yes, of course, it can be seen as a wake-up call, but what it also talks about here in your reading, what have you put your time and attention into here? And is it what you truly want, in a sense here, guys? You're looking at, when you're coming in with these two cards, or when you're coming in with the Empress card here, of course you're looking at your home environment here. You're also looking at oneself, to be quite honest, when you're coming in with the 6th house, because the 6th house here, okay, talks about health and well-being here, guys, your mental health and well-being. You're also coming in with your physical body, in a sense here, here. Because you're coming in, it is coming in with self. And what it also talks about here in your reading is that it also talks about building relationships as well, as what I'm also picking up here. And so what it can talk about there, once again here, guys, is you're actually coming in with, here in your reading, here it is, you're coming in with wanting to build relationships here. I get that you have. Alright, guys, this is both you and your person in a sense here. Alright, so you've built relationships over time. You have built some relationships, network here, guys, social circles here, social clique. You're coming in with friends and family here in your reading, but it comes in as when you're coming in with the Judgment card here, guys, those relationships haven't changed. They haven't brought in any kind of difference here. That's what it's talking about here. It could come in as here in your reading how you see relationships here, guys. It comes in as ownership, in a sense, when you're coming in with the second house here. Because you're also coming in here, guys, with the Judgment card coming in with Virgo. Alright, guys, you're coming in because the South Node is actually in Virgo. And when you're coming in with the South Node, what it talks about there in your reading is what needs to be left behind here. What needs to be changed here. What can't be rehashed anymore. Here in your reading, a past way of doing things here isn't working. Hence why you're coming in with those intuitive nudges here. You know, sometimes it can be seen as here, guys, wanting to be seen here, wanting to be accepted, or even wanting to be acknowledged here. I get that here in your reading. Loved here. It comes in as, when I mean by wanting to be seen here, yeah, of course, here in your reading, it comes in as wanting to be told here by others, here guys, bear with me here, that you are of value, that you are worthy, in a sense, is what it's talking about here. Because what could be happening here in your reading is that you are building relationships here, or you do have a social clique, social circle, you do have networks here, guys, and you're doing a lot for them, is what I'm kind of picking up here, and then you may not be getting anything back in return here. You may not even be getting a thank you, in a sense. A thank you for helping here. That's what I'm getting with those. It comes in as not being appreciated here. Or the want, it's the want to be appreciated, to be quite honest here. It's a want to fit in here, guys. That's what I'm getting here. You're not being seen for the person you truly are here. Yeah. I also get that here in your reading. A lot of this Empress card is actually coming in as self here. Yeah. Let me keep going here. All right, guys. See, I get with the Empress card here that you're taking certain action. Here, you're quite active. Here, you are an active person because it is coming in as your everyday life. Like I said, when you're coming in with the Judgment card in terms of Virgo here. Okay. And so you're definitely coming in with a routine here. But your routine is this, when you're coming in this way here, guys, this routine isn't about you. This is about other people. Your day-to-day life isn't really focused on you. It's actually focused on other people here. I'll keep going here, guys. Okay? Yeah. All right, so you're coming in with the Justice card, and so once again you're coming in with Libra, and like I said, Libra rules your 7th house of partnerships here, building partnerships in a sense. All right, guys. See, this is the now. This is the now, and there's a lot going on here. It is coming in as, like I said, not being appreciated here, not for the work that you do, because this Empress, the Empress card, I see it as someone who takes action here, guys. Yeah, of course they can build here, and they do build relationships here in your reading, friends, family in a sense here, guys. But something is being overlooked here. I get people aren't seeing your potential here. That's what I'm also picking up here, collective. Just not being seen here. All right, so like I said, justice. All right, you were coming in with the Ace of Cups. And you were also coming in with the 9 of Wands. This is obstacles and challenges here, guys. Okay? And so, yeah. See, Venus is actually in Gemini at this point in time. And Gemini rules the 3rd house, Mercury. You're still coming in with Mercury here. Okay? And it does come in with communication here. So what it can be talking about there in your reading, like I said, there's some kind of bossing up that needs to happen here. Like I spoke about here, that it is coming in as a lack of appreciation here. All right, guys, but what I get here in your reading is that you just keep doing it here. Here, guys, because it's the Empress card is action. I do see that as an action card here. You're taking action here, building here in a sense. You're coming in with a perception here, guys, as opposed to the truth here. There's a perception of here that what you may be doing is correct here, but it doesn't feel good coming in with the Judgment card, hence those intuitive nudges here. You walk away and you feel like, and you think to yourself, I don't feel great about that, yet I've done all this work here. And coming in with the Justice card, that's what it talks about here, that in terms of obstacles and challenges here, yeah, it's being appreciated is what I'm getting here. And you even have, and also with the Ace of Cups, here in your reading, it's about value, being valued, seeing someone's worth here. Because it does come in as I am a caring person here. I do get that here, guys, coming in with the obstacle and challenge here, nurturing here, but nobody sees it is what it talks about. To be recognized for it here. Because you love your job. Here, you love what you do. I get that coming in here as well. But to carry on doing what you love could very well prove to be a struggle here, coming in with the Nine of Wands here in your reading. How do you keep going here? Should I keep going? I also get that here. Because with the Nine of Wands I should say, with the Nine of Wands, it comes in as having to push past certain barriers here. Because it's not working in a sense here, guys. It hasn't shifted. What you're doing in the physical here in your everyday life, coming in with that routine here, guys, it hasn't shifted. It hasn't made a difference as yet, but it hasn't made a difference to you. That's what it's talking about here. That's what the Judgment card is saying here in your reading. Could I explain that? So what it could be talking about here, collective, is finally saying something, is actually saying something here. Yeah. Yeah, of course, you don't want to say, well, I should be treated this way, I should be treated that way here. But, or, you know, because you're coming in with the Judgment card, like I said, lack of appreciation here. It comes in that way. As people haven't changed here, your situation hasn't changed. And it does happen. Doesn't matter what you do, all right, how much you give here to your friends, to your family, of yourself here, how much you sacrifice in a sense here. And what I mean there is that they always come first. At the drop of a hat, you're there, you're helping here. Okay, because they need somebody to come in. They need someone to give them a hand, and you're the person that they call here. But when the work is done and the day has ended here, what I get here in terms of lack of appreciation is that there's no thank you here. And you're helping a lot of people here, and you do. But then what your reading can be talking about here, coming in with the wake-up call, is why are you doing it? What is it that you actually want here? What are you trying to build here? And those are some of the things that you really need to look at here. And you see, because you're coming in with some serious questions here, okay? You know, one way here, this is just the scenario, it can come in as your Facebook here, guys, yeah? And you've got all these people that you know, friends, family, friends of friends here, and you've got all these people that are your friends on the Facebook here. Yet you may only get 10 likes. You may only get 10 thumbs up. You may only get, let's say, 20 people commenting on your stuff here. And then sometimes you don't get any here in your reading. This is just one way of looking at it here, guys. And you may be posting here, guys, certain things that you're doing. Alright, and it's a challenge. I do get here, it's an obstacle and a challenge to keep doing something that you love to do, coming in with the Ace of Cups here. But what it can also talk about here in your reading, what's filling the Ace of Cups here? What is filling it? Are you filling it here? Or are other people filling it here? See, that's where you have to kind of sit down. You sit down and you think to yourself, here guys, here, what's in my cup? Here. What do I do for the cup to be filled here? Is it what I'm doing? Is it what I love to do? Here, am I doing the things that I love to do, or am I doing things for other people with the hope here, I don't know if that's hope, with that expectation here that they're going to appreciate me here? And then you come in with that perception, yeah, they do appreciate me because they actually bring me up and they ask me to do certain things here, and I'll do it. And you do it at the drop of a hat here. You say yes, and your plans, if you had plans, you just push that to the side. That's what I get what's happening here. But it comes in as the communication hasn't changed here. Well, hence why I came in with you needing to boss up here, guys. Yeah, needing to say no in a sense here. Okay, let's go into the potential outcome. You're coming in with the 7 of Wands. You have the 5 of Cups here in your reading, and you are coming in with the 2 of Wands here. Okay, so see what it kind of talks about here, guys, is that even though everything is going on around you, even though you are coming in with those intuitive nudges here, all right, okay, there is a need here in your reading to choose you. See what it's talking about here in your reading. Now you're becoming defensive here. Yeah, and you could also be reptilian in a sense here, or using your reptilian words here, potentially here in your reading. Yeah, that's how it's coming in with the 7 of Wands here, guys, and the 5 of Cups here. There's a want. There's a want for something new. I am picking that up with the Two of Wands. Alright guys, there's a want to build something here. But what your reading is talking about here, guys, is that it can't be built on a past program, because that past program is outdated here. So book an image reading with me. Alright, if you want to know the differences between the image reading and the tarot reading, just check out the details in the description box below this video. Now, from the image reading, we could go into counselling here. I can support you and guide you to release and transmute negative energy and negative attachments, as I am a spiritual and holistic counselor and mentor here, guys. Because, you know, you can make those changes here, guys. You can roll with it. You can just grab the bull by the horns, man, and we're in there. We can do this. We can make those changes that you were wanting to make coming out of the Judgment card here, guys. It is about choosing oneself. This is what your reading is saying here. In order to get towards your person here, guys. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to come in with the advice card. You're coming in with the Five of Pentacles here in your reading. And so what the Five of Pentacles is talking about here is it's the restart here, guys. It's the rebirth. That's how I see the Five of Pentacles. Most people don't like the Five of Pentacles here in your reading, but I see it as a new beginning here, because no one is going to tell you how to build it here. Only you can build it. And you build it from scratch here, guys, and you build it the way in which you want to build it. That's what the Five of Pentacles talks about. That's one way in which you can look at the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, of course, it does come in as finances here, okay? But what it talks about there in terms of your finances, stop lending money. Here, guys, you buy what you need, not what you want. Here in your reading, yeah, it comes down to, here is a good question. Let's say you're going to do your grocery shopping and you buy all this shopping. Here, guys, I want you to think to yourself, do you eat everything that you buy, or are you throwing half of it out? And if that is the case here, guys, then you really need to seriously look at that shopping here, okay? Cut back on your spending here, because the Five of Pentacles can actually come in as tight-fisted. You guys start saving your pentacles here, saving your money. But it also talks about here in your reading, no one is going to interfere with what you want to do. It is a brilliant card to get. Yeah, you go through so many changes, but what's brilliant about it here, guys, is that you learn about money, but more importantly here, you learn about yourself here in your reading. And even when it comes to your health and your well-being, your physical appearance here, guys, your physical body, you're dried out. All right, if you had patterns and habits, you haven't got that anymore. I do see that with the Five of Pentacles, or you're working on that. You're working on your recovery here, okay, from addictions here, guys. Well, one, you can't afford it, and that's brilliant, don't you think, here? And so you have time to focus on that, on yourself here. This is what your reading is talking about. All right, guys. So, in terms of the potential outcome, we can leave it there. Just leave it there, guys. And let's just focus on the Five of Pentacles, this rebirth here. That's how I see it. Alright, now I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching here, guys. Thank you for your reading. And I'll catch you later. Bye.